Welcome back, Wednesday Web Page Builders. I'm Miss Blair and I am so excited for today's lesson. If you are brand new and just checking in, please go back to our first video because these lessons do build upon one another. The first video was posted September 2nd and it tells you how to get the free download of Sublime Text, the text editor we read, as well as working up to all of the things that we have learned thus far. All right, so welcome back, welcome back. Today we are going to be linking it together. We're going to be adding some links into our coding. So we get to another page of a book by simply turning the page, right? So on the web, pages are linked to other pages by hyperlinks, or links for short. On the web, we either type in a new address or click on one of these links. Y'all do this all the time on Facebook, Instagram, Google, YouTube. So we all understand the hyperlink. It's usually blue or another color, and you can hover over it, click on it. So we're going to learn how to add some links into our web pages today. So I'm going to type out the hyperlink code just to explain it, so you don't need to be doing this along with me just yet. So we're going to start with an opening anchor tag of A, and then we have href, which is an attribute. Remember, we learned attributes is used to set the URL, the link we will jump to. Okay, and then we have our equals and our single quotation, and then this is where the link goes. So we'll just say youtube.com. So the URL or the website address will be typed in here within the single quotations. Then we have our bracket, and then we're going to write what we want the link to be attributed to here. So we want the word YouTube, but we want to create the link to take us to YouTube. And then we have to close out our anchor tag. All right. Okay. So now that I have explained that, let's get to writing our actual HTML code for this project. So if you have not already, start a brand new file, new file. All right. And we're going to open up our HTML and then let's get coding. So let's give it a heading. So we're going to give it a large heading. So we have our H1 heading and let's say my links. Okay, and don't forget to close your heading. And then here we go. Here is that new link that we are working. So we're going to open, and we have our open anchor tag, A. And then we have href equals single quotations. And we're going to type in the address for Kids National Geographic. So we have http:// kids.nationalgeographic.com. Tab over because Sublime already added that second quote for us. And then we want and then we close that bracket. And then we want it to be linked to the words National Geographic Kids. All right, and then we're going to close out our anchor tag. And then we're going to insert BR, which means a break. And so it's going to start a new line in the browser, leaving a gap between links. So this is just a list of links. So it's going to say National Geographic. The next one, let's do YouTube. So we have our A, href equals quotes, http://www.youtube.com over closing bracket, and then we're going to type in YouTube because that's what we want it to say, so people know when they click on this it's going to go to YouTube. And we're going to close out our anchor bracket. Then we're going to go ahead and give our page another break, and we're going to close out that HTML. And let's save it and see if it works. So we're going to go to File, Save As, and then we're going to title this one links.html. So let's see if our links are working. So first off, my web page is working. It says my links, National Geographic. I can hover over it. So at least it looks like they're working. So let's test them out. So test out your links to see. All right, so it took me to nationalgeographic.com. Good, good. And we're gonna go back. My computer's thinking about it. Okay, and then we're gonna click to YouTube. Awesome, awesome. All right. So my links are working. Let's add one more link because links aren't always just words. Y'all know this. You can link an image as well. So after this break, we're going to add in a line 7 that is going to link to one of the images that we've already saved. So we're going to link the San Diego Zoo, but we're going to link it to an image, our image of the tiger. All right, so we're going to do our ahref equals quotation marks http:// it is zoo.sandiegozoo.org. Then we go over, and we're going to close that bracket, but it's going to look a little different because we want this to be attached, backspace that if it indented you into an image. So now we're going to open up an image source, imgsrc equals quotation. Let's do tiger.jpg because we've already saved that, right? We've already been using some of our animal pictures. We're going to close that bracket, and then we enter down, and then we close our anchor tag. So this is saying, just like we had the text up here to link, this is saying, here's the link, I attribute it to this image source, and then we close out our anchor tag. Very good. Control S for save or file save. And let's see if, all right, so we've got National Geographic Kids, we know it works, YouTube works, but then now, instead of just being a picture, should be, so that might not be, San Diego. So I didn't write my link correctly. San Diego Zoo. That's funny. So we have file, save. Now let's try. Oh, I could also have just refreshed it. There we go. There's the San Diego Zoo. All right, so I close all tabs. I suggest that you go back in. You can either continue on with this one, or you can go back to your photos one, your images one, and then add links to your animals. You can do a link for an actual page about elephants, or you can link to SeaWorld for the dolphin, or the Dallas Zoo for the lion. So try going in and giving yourself a break, right? And then creating your tags, right? Your link tags, so that that page, which we made orange and we gave it pretty borders and everything for styling, can actually link to something. Awesome, awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining me today, and I will be back next week with another HTML lesson.